Hello, I'm a Refashionista Sheri, and if you're as frustrated as I am with the rising cost of items at thrift and charity shops, this video is for you because I'm going to share yet another haul that I scored on the secondhand marketplace Karrot app, and I just love this app so much because I can really filter everything to my specifications, and I don't have a car. So the fact that I can filter it down to my immediate area and find meeting places to pick stuff up that I can walk to or take a quick bus ride to is just fabulous. But let's get on with this haul. I have items here that I got for free, items that I traded with the other person for, and items that were just very, very cheap. So yay, score. And let's get started with what's on top here. And look at this. I got these awesome bath bombs totally for free. The person just didn't want them anymore, so that is fantastic. Also, these face masks as well. I got in a trade situation, so wonderful, along with this fantastic headband. So I can, have a relaxing spa day for free. I mean, well, one of them was a trade, but again, it was getting rid of something that I no longer wanted. This fantastic bag as well. This was a trade, and I am so ecstatic over this one. I simply, when I'm looking through Karrot, if I see something that I really, really want, I always reach out to the person, and the first thing I ask is, is it available? Because sometimes people forget to delete things, but whatever. And then I say, hey, are you willing to do a trade? And go check out my listings and see if there's anything you want. And I only do this if, first of all, the item is quite cheap. I'm not going to do trades and try to think they're going to trade me an expensive sofa or a computer for some, I don't know, one of my old purses. That's ridiculous. So I always make sure it's reasonable. So the seller wanted $10 for this, but I, in my listings, had a bunch of nail polishes, like a whole bunch of nail polishes that were unopened, unused, and I was selling those for $10. So we literally did a swap because she wanted those, I wanted this, and score. Fantastic trade. This adorable little faux leather crossbody bag was totally free. Again, it was just in the free listings. It was around me, so I thought, hey, let's go grab this. And anytime I go and pick up something for free, I always take a little thank you gift for the seller. Most of the time, I take like a little package of candies or something, and sometimes I do even ask, hey, is there a particular chocolate bar you like or whatever, and then I just take that as a thank you, because again, you're getting something for free, so why not just be nice and, give them a treat to say thank you. I have been looking for a suede, light-colored, brownish tan bag forever, and the thrift stores it was crazy. The prices were absolutely insane, so I was thrilled when I spotted this, and it is a Free People bag, which, again, I'm not into labels or anything like that, but I really love the fact that it's kind of boho. And also the fact that Free People does apparently have quite ethical practices. So that is awesome. And it's just the most perfect bag. And I scored this for a very, very cheap price of only $10. And if you look on the website, the original price was close to $200. So I guess that's a really good score for me. I know I am probably cringe for the youngsters, but I am a Stranger Things fan. So when I saw this t-shirt for free, I knew I had to snap it up, and it is very oversized on me. Of course it is. It's like a double extra large, but I'm going to refashion this into something fantastic that I will actually wear quite often in the summer, I think. So stick around. That tutorial will be coming up very soon. Okay, these next three items I actually got as another trade with someone. She reached out to me this time and said, hey, I really like this clothing bundle that you have. Are you willing to trade? And then she sent me a whole bunch of pictures of things that she had to trade. And so these are the things that I picked, and we met up and traded, and the rest is history. These are now mine to refashion. So first we have this fabulous flannel shirt. And once again, I have a no-sew refashion coming up with that one. This one is so super cutie patootie, but it does have a couple of pulls and stains on it. So that's going to be another no-sew patchwork refashion for this one. This one is my absolute favorite from our trade, and it is a little cord cropped jacket, but it's beige, and I am pretty beige, right? My hair is like beige. My skin is beige. So if I wear beige, I am just beige. And I'm not a fan of that. So once again, this is going to get a no-sew refashion, and I'm going to dye it. So in a video that is coming up very soon, I'm going to show you how I'm going to refashion these 4 items without any sewing at all. So stick around for that one. I have been looking for a pair of sneakers or running shoes for quite a while, and I could never find any that fit me and were in my price range. But once again, thanks to the Karrot app, I did. And one of the reasons it's so hard for me to find shoes is because I have teeny little feet. They're size 5.5. So when I spotted these and they were only $5, of course I had to snap them up. And here they are. Sorry, they're not all laced, but as you can tell, it is laundry day here. So I have washed them with a couple of carpets that needed to be washed. And of course, there's the laces. I took them out to wash them, as you do, and they're absolutely perfect, and they fit me, and they're comfortable. So fantastic. Also, the person I got these from said, hey, I have some other shoes. If you want them, you can just take them for free. And hello, it's like a whole bag full of sneakers, flip-flops, there's a pair of heels, and I think 3 pairs of boots in there. So amazing. I got this bag and these shoes for only $5. Fantastic. Okay, now we're just going to quickly go upstairs so I can show you the cool stuff I got for my fridge. Okie dokie, here's my fridge, and look at this. Just move the yogurt out of the way. Look at this cool thing. It's like a Lazy Susan, specifically for your fridge, and that I think cost me like $2. So fantastic, because I think it's like $15 to buy it new. Also, more fridge storage here. Just let me get all the water bottles out of the way if I can. Okay, so look at that. This here and this here. So 4 of those bottle storage things I just got for free, like just thrown in with this one. So for this and those, it was like $2. Fantastic. Okay, and the next awesome thing is this amazing vintage telephone table. And if you're of a certain age, you definitely grew up with maybe one, maybe more of these in your house. And this was totally, absolutely free. I just had to go pick it up. It does, of course, need some work. It needs a new paint job and everything, but it is so very cool. So how it would work is you'd have your telephone here, your big heavy telephone. Then you'd have maybe, well, in my house, it was like pens and papers for, you know, taking down messages. And then down here, the phone books would sit. But again, total freebie. How awesome is that? I definitely want to know if the Karrot app is available in your part of the world, and if so, have you tried it? Because as I said, and as I just showed you, it is so absolutely fabulous, and you can trade for items, you can get items for free, and of course, you can just buy wonderful secondhand items for cheaper than you would find them in the thrift shops now. So give it a go if it's in your area, and let me know the kind of cool things that you find on the app in your part of the world. But I'm going to go now and no-sew refashion these and shoot the whole thing and then share it with you very, very soon.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.